My great-uncle Antonio Veniero was born in 1870 in Vico Equense, near Sorrento in Italy. He came over when he was 15 years old, 1885, and he started working in a candy factory downtown somewhere. And I think 3 years into it, they made him manager. And after that, another 6 more years he put up working there, and I guess saved a lot of money, because when you're manager, you probably made enough money to buy the building at the present location, which is 342 East 11th Street. It was just a hangout, little pool table, making his homemade candies, and then he started making his own espresso in the rear yard, because they really wanted something to go with the sweets. So by the way, it was called Veniero Confection back then, Antonio Veniero, not Veniero's Pasticceria. He eventually was doing so well that he brought in master bakers from Italy. They had that coal oven in the rear yard in the basement, and the original bake shop is still there underneath the store. Then he had his children going along. He had 3 boys and 4 girls. Michael, and we had Peter and Alfredo. They had to all do their homework before they worked in the bake shop. My dad, Frank Zarilli, was born in 1918, who's the nephew of Antonio. My grandmother died when he was very young. He was maybe 16 or 17. He was an only child. The Venieros really took over, his aunts, to raise him. And that's how he got very close to the Venieros. And then he probably just sees in the neighborhood with his uncle, and maybe he helps out a little in the weekend, or I don't know how it started. Michael worked with his brother Peter. They worked this business together, and they really did a lot. We got pretty popular. We won awards from Rome, which one of the sons, Peter Veniero, went all the way over in a ship, brought back a huge diploma. We still have the gold coin, so we have diploma from Rome. Bologna, New York. I mean, it started getting us on the map. He was doing very well. We got congratulatory letters from Governor Roosevelt at the time. He wasn't even president yet. It was a big thing. But Dad enlisted in World War II. And as a young man, I mean, he gets out, so he decided to work with Mike, and then they made him manager. And then my dad worked hard. I mean, those were hard days. They were very busy. You can imagine, Veniero's, very popular. They used to get the big crowds. I mean, we still have today, but they did it during the holiday. But then the times changed. In the 50s, it started to get rough. The area, 60s, it was like the business literally was going down. And so Dad gets the business, I think, in 1970. He was just wheeling and dealing, fixing up the place. He made the wholesale business grow. He delivered to Balducci's. That put us on the map, because Balducci's was one of the biggest gourmet shops in Greenwich Village. By the time then, he put the big cafe in. This was a major, major construction job. That was a bake shop in the back. And eventually in '94, for the 100th anniversary, we turned that bake shop into a cafe. It was a big deal. We made that an extra 30 seats. So now we have 100 seats still, you know. Same, that's exactly how it's set up now. It's a big marble stained glass cafe, and my dad was part of that. My dad passed away in '94, so my mother gets the business. It went in her name, and she stayed another 15 years. She survived, and then she passed away 10 years ago. So now it's me and my 3 sisters, equal partnership, and I'm the acting manager getting salaried, along with my cousin, who's a manager, and my other manager, Lily. She works very hard, and my bakers work very hard, and I'm very proud of them. So we all work hard, a hard work ethic. Since my father passed away in '94, I've done some work with my partners and my family, and most notably was that bake shop we put upstairs, and also an outdoor cafe, which you have to get a permit for. And then I brought in a liquor license. That was a big one, 2001, because you want to put a little Sambuca in the espresso, or you want to make a Kahlua cappuccino, and so that was a big deal. I did that. I did a website, and at that time in '99, it was in its infancy, but the web was picking up, and we were always excited when you got a review, or you're in a newspaper, or you got anything in a book, a guidebook. You're like, we're in this book now. Look, all the way in Japan, or somebody wrote something, and then eventually it's like, woof, you're on the web, and then everyone finds you. Like all of a sudden, you're really popular, because we really had to work hard to just keep our niche, what we do, to that point before the web, and then word of mouth. That was it. I never advertised. We never advertised. It was just word of mouth, and we had a big clientele. I mean, it was growing, but now it's amazing. It's beyond amazing. Like, people are from all over the world. They know us. And then I just had my 125th anniversary, and what do? I mean, you have it on the web. You already can get the word out. We had guys, people came to the shop, and we got our proclamations too. We got the mayor, we got the governor. I mean, we got city council, we got the senator, but we had proclamations given, so I'm very proud that we were acknowledged. We stick true to the recipes, all fresh ingredients, fresh milk, butter, eggs, fruit, everything fresh. You know, you can't take shortcuts. I think that's the trick, that's the secret, is just put your head to the grindstone, you know, make the best you can. And Veniero's was always about the highest quality ingredients. We're not getting any younger, so the next generation, I mean, gotta pass the baton. I do hope that my son can really take a more prominent role working. If any other family members, the door is open for them, because there are 7 other grandchildren, and they're having kids now, which is amazing. And now you think, wait a minute, it could just leapfrog, anything can happen, so never say never.